Shout out to the first person who's in the chat and already liked the video. Shout out to you. What's going on, guys? Wanted to tap in. I felt very inspired by Aquarius season this year. I did reflect on what Aquarius season had for me last year. It was very, very impactful. There was a lot of change that was initiated, a lot of awareness, a lot of pain. But yeah, Aquarius season did a number on me personally last year. I'm very grateful for Aquarius season. Hey guys, I'm very grateful for Aquarius season, and I have no bad vibes for Aquarius energy. Remember, over here we're all the signs. But I did want to tap. I did feel inspired to tap into Aquarius energy this season and read for it. Over on Patreon, we were talking about some closure, but on a really deep level. And some of the blockages the collective was experiencing surrounding certain closure to occur. It's many of you guys might feel like there's no need, that you have created closure, but the universe may feel otherwise. Okay, so if you have, and it's not just anybody from the past. There is, what I was tapping into was that there was somebody that the collective was resisting coming forward to them. And there was somebody who the divine had worked with for a long time, or very hard, to get to take some kind of accountability for what they've done to you. Now, this is part of this person's spiritual growth, progression, development, somebody's guilt that they feel is holding them back, which is why they're being divinely guided to do this initially. I don't know what will come out of these connections. This is family members, these are friends, these are romantic partners, okay? But there's something about an individual that comes forward and takes accountability that brings healing to other people and other connections where you experience similar injustice, heartbreak. There's a lack of faith the universe knows you don't have. There is a wound the universe knows that you're willing to heal all these things, but you're not willing to heal something because you have a lack of consciousness towards how it still affects you. So collective, this is something coming back from the past that you swore you were over, that is going to trigger an emotional response that you were not anticipating. You're going to become very emotional at the way this person expresses themselves. It's past a I'm sorry. This is spiritually where I was at then. It's accountability that is coming in to the collective, and it changes a narrative. It breaks a curse. Now, that also falls into alignment with Aquarius season, and most of 2025 is going to be very focused on particular relationships closest to the collective. And what was I going to say? Oh shit, I should have got a water before I went live. I hate reading without water. I might have to pause to go get a water. But there is going to be a lot of action in your in your house in the house that Libra rules. So in your partnership sector. But what was I about to say? Hello. I forget what I was about to say. But anyways, guys, right. Aquarius season is going to bring a lot of attention to a particular connection. Is going to bring attention to a particular connection. Now, what I was originally, and this can be in many different ways, but what I was originally channeling is there is a telepathic connection that you already have established with a soul. This is somebody you know or you don't know. The point is, in the next coming weeks or months, there is going to be validation for a telepathic connection that you had with this person. So for example, you might meet someone and literally think to yourself, I felt them before I met them. Aquarius season is always trying to educate us on the gift of telepathy and how we connect to energies and people around us without any communication or physical interaction. So this season is doing the same thing, but I'm getting that you guys have been connecting telepathically with somebody. And there's going to be validation for that. If it's not going to be an Aquarius season is going to highlight this telepathic connection, and it'll be Pisces season that you're going to experience this in the 3D. But the point of this message is to hone in on the gift, the psychic ability that you have. The universe is always encouraging us to not rely on the psychic abilities of others and really validate our own and see them more as an instinct than a gift that some people get and some people don't. Because there's gifts that some people are going to have and some people aren't, but these abilities we speak about are not one of them. I don't believe that. I believe they're instincts that we've dulled, that have been beaten and raped and gaslit out of us. I mean, people were being hung for it. Look what they did to Christ. I mean, you know, you guys know. All I'm saying is happy birthday, Nadine. Happy birthday to all the Aquariuses in the building. Happy solar return. Aw, thank you, Theory 100. Wagwan Angel Gang, yes. I just wanted to kind of chill with you guys and open up an opportunity for us to congregate, talk about the energies. 2025 is going to bring a lot of closure into you. So this is endings coming in, but these are forever endings. They're not temporary ones where you're going to have to go through a new beginning, which is going to yield a similar result. So this year for you, no matter how many of you guys are really like focused on new beginnings in your Y timeline, you do have to allow for the closure, for the wrapping up truly of this cycle. And there is a lot of initiations into healing, being open to healing, being open to end this narrative of victimhood and feel empowered by the knowing that I didn't need somebody to justify or validate for me that that was an injustice. I did that within myself. But for some of you, or for many of you, there's going to be acknowledgement externally, which is going to trigger an awareness in you about pain and wounding that you thought you were over, but you're not. Because you're triggered, you're hurt, you're crying, and you don't know why. Because the universe is gifting you with a trigger to help you bring about wounding that you couldn't through your own consciousness. So it would be a crime to reject somebody's genuine acknowledgement for the shadow, the darkness, and the injustice that they put you through. You don't have to deal with this person again. You don't have to be open to their energy again. Be open to the universe validating something through you, through an individual. For some of you, it's your dad or your mom. You've been estranged from them for many, many years. You've had a narrative about why they weren't in your life and how they felt about you and what that meant for you and what life had in store. And that's all going to be blown out of the water when this parent tries to take accountability for things that you had been gaslit out of believing were true. Some of you guys are still now gaslighting yourself. And someone's going to come and go, I'm sorry. That was the truth. I made you believe it was a lie. It's the truth. Okay, so there's some really cathartic energy coming in for the whole of 2025. And like I said, there's going to be some serious separation anxiety that comes in because some people aren't ready to separate from what the universe is ready to separate them from. And that's a whole other conversation. But there is a lot of true endings, and these endings represent the end of cycles that you've experienced in many different forms. So for some of you, it's the breaking up of a relationship, but why it's so difficult, why it's so heavy, why it's so dark is because of what this relationship represents, how many relationships in your life it reflects and it mirrors, right? Yeah, and Aquarius season is also going to ask you to be very brave and very bold. So this could be in many different ways, collective. This could be with regards to some kind of pursuit of dreams. You could get an opportunity where it's like, catch it while you can. And you're gonna be bold and you're gonna take the opportunity and it's gonna carry you out of your comfort zone, but you're allowing the excitement to do that. For some of you, it's being brave and bold about communicating a truth. You're refusing to be gaslit anymore. Some of you guys were allowing somebody to gaslight you because you were intimidated by them. So you knew the truth, but you allowed them to continue to project the lie out of fear and out of them dominating you. Many of you guys over the next couple of months are gonna completely flip that dynamic on its ass. Okay, and you're just not gonna take it, and they're gonna get really upset because you went from accepting something and allowing and enabling them to live in a delusion, and you just ripped the rug from under them. Well, the universe did that through you by you saying, no, that's not actually what happened. No, I'm not actually okay with that. No, that's not actually the truth. That's not my reality. Okay, that can be yours, but let's just make it clear I don't subscribe to that reality. Okay, so those that have survived off of gaslighting are going, and I looked down and I saw crazy in capital letters, it's going to put them in a psychosis because you're taking one reality away from them abruptly. They've rejected the truth, so now there's nothing there. Nothing to hold on to, not the lie, not the truth. It's a very horrible energy to be in. So there's gonna be a lot of mental illness that is triggered up by Aquarius season. Aquarius season wants people to lose their mind, so they go find their authentic one. Lose these fake minds and go find a real one. One that doesn't have every single person, the whole peanut gallery's opinion, one that's actually reliant on your own authentic viewpoint. Okay? I just said a mouthful. Yeah, I did. I'm tired. I'm thirsty and I'm tired already, all right? But we're gonna pray, we're gonna pull some cards, and I just wanna tap into the energies and see what people are going through. They definitely showing their true colors. But we talked about this. We talked about how truth was going to be a currency. That's why we as a collective did so much work to accept tough truths about ourselves so that the universe wouldn't rock us into psychosis. Okay, wouldn't take away this deep illusion that we were toting around and fucking rock us with reality and make us feel like a sense of like fucking disorientation, if that makes sense. It's like we work to be able to accept the sun coming out on everyone's ass. People are rejecting the illusion. Call it the veil, call it what you want. People are tired of being lied to. You're tired of lying to yourself that you're happy, that you're content just because you got a little money in a house, but you're so unfulfilled in so many other ways. So you're gonna stop gaslighting yourself and believing that you live out the kind of lifestyle that you want to. Some of you guys are completely traumatized into not even allowing yourself to have any kind of pleasure, any kind of enjoyment. There's so much guilt, so much judgment. There's so many energies coming in, but like I said, let's pray. Let's pray and we'll get into it, okay? And just before we get into prayer, just a couple of things, guys. For frankincense and myrrh, I get people reaching out to me. In the starter kits, we add the instructions onto how to smudge if you're very new to it, you're not really sure. For those of you that have your own burners, you can just buy the sampler pack or a jar. You don't have to get the kit if you don't want the burner. But if you want the instructions, you can just request them in the order and my mom will throw in one of the instruction slips for you if you're new to smudging and want to do it this way, right? With the resin and the charcoal. I don't have any with me. I've been selling it, so what I had with me is gone now. Not gone with, I have more, but what I had in the car. Guys, the retreats, do what you want to do, but when I'm ready to launch them, I will, and it is going to be a different experience, which is why it's taking so long to launch, because I have to restructure the whole thing. It has to be different. There's a lot that I've learned. There's a lot of growth and development that I've personally gone through in the past 2 years. I've learned a lot here in Jamaica. I'm way more independent now, and it's just a different experience. So I just ask you guys to continue to be patient with me and just know when I do launch the retreats, it is going to be an amazing experience that you guys will have with you for the rest of your life. And I'm not even being dramatic about that, okay? And of course, for personal readings, guys, I got caught up this month, or I'm getting caught up this month. I fell a little bit behind last month on Patreon, but you guys have the entire library to browse through. But I've gotten caught up this month. So if you want additional content, or you would like a personal reading, you guys can go to Patreon/Queen Cup. There's no other way you can get a personal reading from me. So please do not get got out in these tarot streets. Okay? I will never reach out to you. And if you want a reading, the only way you can get it is through the Oracle membership. And if you get a personal reading through the Oracle membership, you get access to all the content and Discord for the month for free. Okay? All right, let's get into prayer. Creator God, Prime Source, Ancestors, Guides, Guardian Angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective all the messages that are in our greatest good, surrounding our material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to us, our personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Creator God, Prime Source, Ancestors, Guides, Guardian Angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular, all the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you, so glory be to the Most High, forever and ever. Amen. All right, let's get up into each other's business a little bit. I definitely want to know what's going on with you guys. It's been a while. It's been a couple of weeks. I pushed out a decent amount of content last month. I hear somebody being like, "You're all right." I'm getting back in the swing of it. Don't forget the water. You're so cute. You're right. I should go get it really quickly. Yeah, I'm learning to really honor myself. Hold on a second. All right, guys, thank you for your patience. Not you guys listening, listening to music. Is that a channeled message? Oh, making the need. I can hardly speak. I'm out of control. My army. Shout out to all the old bitches. All right. I'm gonna pull from this little oracle deck first, and then we'll pull tarot. Not the chat blowing up at the old school. Makes me weak. How about the loving that makes us strong as shit, like gives us superhuman strength? I want that love. I don't want the love that makes me weak. I want the love that makes me feel like I'm on cocaine. And like I don't need sleep, food, or water. Like, I'm just joking, that sounds super toxic too. Some people are mudding out already. All right, we got our first card for the reading. Someone has unmet needs. This is gonna be a really big theme for you, collective, for 2025. Your unmet needs. There's something about what you're doing in your spiritual journey that's making it hard for you to numb yourself from these unmet needs. Some of you guys sacrifice from the hierarchy of needs, whether you look at the Maslow or the Blackfoot, upside down, the pyramid upside down or right side up. Some of you guys are sacrificing the top of the pyramid for the bottom, or the bottom for the top, when that pyramid is what you're supposed to encompass in your whole. That pyramid is a guide to help you have a more fulfilling life, and some of you guys are sacrificing one fulfillment for another. You're going to be challenged with that. If you've been numbing yourself and avoiding any kind of like really working hard, being like all work and no play, that's going to be a problem. You're going to start, that could start affecting your mood, your disposition. You could start becoming mean, unavailable emotionally, because you're trying, some of you, I'm tapping into some of you guys that have been coping with these unmet needs, and it's going to get triggered up and you're going to become aware of it. Some of you guys aren't even aware that you're coping through, because you have these unmet needs. You've gone without them for so long. You've numbed yourself and maybe even gaslit yourself into believing you didn't need it, that you didn't need certain need, that you didn't have certain needs. And that gaslighting is going to come to an end, because your own self is going to ram the truth down your face. You might even have people actually mirroring to you, like telling you like you're so miserable, you're so unhappy. You seem unhappy. Your own partner might be like, you seem so unhappy in this relationship. I do everything to try to like bring joy, but you seem so unhappy because you're not getting your own needs met. And some of you could be projecting your needs onto other people when these are needs that you need to fulfill, not them. So again, it's going unmet because you're projecting them externally, and this person isn't going to be divinely guided to be responsible or hold that burden for you when the universe is trying to encourage you to deal with that yourself. Bring and be responsible for a certain amount of happiness in your life so that nobody can take away your baseline sanity. Okay, a lot of people are going to be losing their shit, okay? Because these illusions are crashing, their codependencies are moving on and seeking independence. Like there's a lot of mental illness that is going to be triggered up. But like they say, if you're losing your mind, that means something good's happening. So let's just hope all these people losing their goddamn minds is a massive awakening happening in real time. Okay, but anyways, you show me love, boy, you're right on time, angel of mine. Ooh. My world you never. You know, help me wrong. Oh, I'm definitely not gonna be able to monetize this sucker. You show me love, angel of mine. Oh, that's definitely a channeled message. You know they call us Angel Gang, right? I played too much. The only thing I ever lost and wanted back was my mind. Straight up. Oh, I love that. That's actually way deeper. If you really take in what that girl said, that's way deeper. Come through, spirit. Yes, queen. Donations are never. Aw, thank you to the guys who do admin work in these chats without any solicitation of it. We appreciate you guys. People telling people to like the video or donate, even though that's not required of you. This is a free space, but shout out to anybody who does donate and contributes financially to the channel and me and my gypsy life. I love it here. Yeah, me too. Collective, you guys completely enabled me to be a gypsy. It was just like, be free! Like, sometimes I can't believe I worked in corporate Canada for as long as I did. Feeling generous, show some love. You guys can show love in many, many ways. You can like the video, you can subscribe, you can share it, you can send me an energetic vibrational love hug. Don't feel me up energetically. I'm just saying, you can give me a hug and tell me thank you, give me a kiss on my cheek, and tell you I love you too. Ooh. Oh my God, do you hear the playlist? When the live started, not long ago, maybe 20 minutes ago. You still miss me. Some people never change. Okay, guys, I channeled this Patreon gang. I literally uploaded this video this morning. I feel like because of the way I am, I can gaslight myself into believing this person even exists. They don't exist. Who are they? Like, I can do that. That's my mental illness. But I can't because I'm reading for the collective. So, some of you guys, we talked about the past coming back, okay? This is very specific. And what this energetically is, because we're going to talk about what's happening in the physical, but what it actually means spiritually. And we talked about this before with our quantum physics work and our XY paradigm. And we've spoke about and we've acknowledged that the further away you get from your X paradigm, and the more you pull onto your Y paradigm, the more your X paradigm creates resistance. So think of the rubber band effect. Okay, I didn't make this up. This is actually out there. Like, you can research this rubber band effect. The more you pull away from the X paradigm, the more the tension but you know that elastic will break eventually. Okay? So that's why you just keep going until it breaks and you propel forward in the direction of the Y. Some of you guys in the next couple of weeks, months, or even all of 2025 could deal with this rubber band effect. All the ways your X paradigm is pulling on you to go back to the way things were. I need you to understand that this pull is because of how far you've moved forward in the Y paradigm. Because some of you guys are like, I've done all this work to get away from this shit. Exactly. Do not give up now. The tension you're feeling means you're so close to busting this fucking elastic and getting it off. No longer being an energetic vibrational match to something or someone, regardless of its pull on you, its history with you, its past with you. Okay, so you guys are so close to getting on the other side of an energy, to really releasing a narrative and allowing a new one that better serves you, better represents who you are now to take form. Okay, this is a very exciting time. Don't let what bullshit is going around you take away from the faith you have and the optimism you have in the new tomorrow that we worked collectively so hard to bring in. All the consciousness as a collective we work to bring in. Do not be fooled. This even for some of you, it's your addiction. Your addiction is pulling at you because of how far you've come in your sobriety journey, how willing you are to fight this. Maybe you've never been this willing. You're thinking, I've never thought of quitting, and now I want to quit, and all of a sudden, like, I'm smoking more than before, because your X paradigm's like, what did you just say? You want to leave me behind? No, come here. And the more you say no, the more the X paradigm's gonna. So the reason why I'm explaining that, because on the Patreon, mind you, this X paradigm is gonna pull out in many ways. Old career paths that you've ascended are going to be pulling at you, old partnerships, friendships, even family members, okay, and this concept of family, okay, which is in complete conflict of the actual concept of family that you've learned to acquire, can come in the shape of, an ex, or regardless, but I channeled it today on Patreon, that's why I haven't uploaded it yet, that there was an ex that did not deal with the reality of the breakup, did not take accountability of the third energy and what they put in the third energy between you and an individual. You're a ball of energy, they're a ball of energy, and together you guys create a third energy. Somebody did not acknowledge the third energy, they did not acknowledge the breakup, their emotions surrounding it. Somehow you entering into a new connection triggers this person into the reality of a breakup. This person, though, the problem is this person is the X paradigm, so they're the ones that's refusing to let go instead of evolving. So somebody is literally being the X paradigm in the physical, like they physically are the embodiment of the X paradigm. Some of you guys are with somebody who's the physical embodiment of the Y paradigm. Some of you guys, that's like one of the first obstacles that you go through in a connection, is essentially somebody's X won't let go. And I see it creating a bit of problems, but I just see there's an understanding, there's a solidness, even in the early stages of a connection, where this doesn't break up the connection, but it does trigger this X and Y paradigm understanding. Okay, allow yourself to keep pushing. That elastic will break. They will have to let the fuck go. They will have to move on. They will have to find something better to do, someone better, something better. They're gonna have to move on. Okay? They're gonna have to. But you have to create the resistance in order for that to happen. Right? If I'm honest, I think I'm the problem. That is the most honest state. In your world, you are the problem. You have to empower yourself to see that you are the problem for you to have any control, to be able to liberate yourself from it. When we blame everybody for our issues, we empower other people over us. I told you I don't do that, and I don't encourage people to do that either. It's not about beating yourself up. It's about being empowered in yourself to be able to be accountable enough and empowered enough in your own life to make changes. That's why you have a bunch of people projecting the need for change. Imagine you want change in your life, but you blame somebody for why you don't have it. That means they are the one empowered to make the change in your life. Are they not? Tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not explaining it right, but that's a very basic concept to me. Okay? Do not blame people. You saying I'm the problem is the most empowering thing. You have to have self-love to be able to do that. Most people can't be accountable because they don't love themselves enough. They face certain things, they're gonna fucking melt. I'm shit, oh my God, what the fuck? You made a mistake. That doesn't mean you have to now implode into victimhood and now you're nothingness. But that's why most people don't take accountability, because that's exactly what the fuck they would do. They'd melt. I'm melting! Oh, it's like, Jesus. Right? Not me. It all starts with being honest. Good for you. And that honesty and that accountability will be mirrored back. It might be mirrored back by somebody coming and being really accountable for being the problem. So you see how you just said, if I'm being honest, I'm the problem? That literally might be mirrored back to you by somebody who comes and says, I was the problem. I was the problem. And take accountability. If I'm being honest, I did that out of jealousy, out of pettiness, out of lack of knowledge. I did it because of what somebody told me. I didn't even know you. I did it because I didn't feel good enough. Like I didn't feel like I could have what you have. That's why I stole it. That's powerful. That's powerful work. Okay? So congratulations to you. Always choose how we respond, but you can't always choose how you react, but you can honor your reaction and what it's trying to tell you. You moved on. I'm fucking telling you, wrong time and place. Oh my God. Collective, you guys could have an ex that is trying to, because for some of you, like you're over it, you've detached, but you're still like, their energy still seeping through. It's because they are planning to convince you that you shouldn't move on without them. The problem is you already have, like, this is what I mean. Somebody's already not on the same timeline as you. You've already moved so much into your new timeline. Somebody doesn't even realize how over your connection is with them and how much you've moved on and how okay you are without them. Somebody is finding that hard to believe because of their feelings that they're projecting onto you. They're finding it hard that you're gone. You're not, for whoever I'm reading for today. You don't feel that way, okay? But they do. But they projected that onto you. So they think that there's still some kind of, I don't know if it's a connection but this is gonna be a harsh reality where you are actually gonna have to give some people closure by letting them know, no, this is over for real. I've moved on and I'm gonna ask that you leave me alone and disengage with me. I'm not comfortable with you maintaining communication with me. I wish you the best, but I'm gonna ask you to leave me alone. I'm not joking. Somebody needs closure from you. Some of you guys ghosted people who were fucking bad mind, disrespectful, sure, but you still ghosted them. You still pulled the rug from underneath them. They went from, oh my God, the collective's on board with the bullshit, to, oh my God, the collective's gone. Oh my God, collective loves me and cares about me. Oh my God, collective doesn't give a shit about me anymore. Okay? And you have your reasons, collective. Well, I followed, I love this person did this, that, and the third. Okay, no problem. It's not, I'm just trying to explain to you where this disconnect is, because some of you guys are gonna respond very differently. Some of you guys are in relationships, some of you guys are not. For some of you, you're in like a divine partnership that is divinely guided, okay? And both of you have exes that are so inflamed, not even Advil would save them, okay? Not even ibuprofen will get the swelling down, all right? Like, somebody is so inflamed by somebody moving on, and it's the connection. For some of you that are already in this new relationship, you don't know your ex is gonna come flying around the fucking corner. They get triggered, they hear something or they see something. For some of you, you post it. For some of you, it's through the grapevine, and it triggers the dog shit out of them. And it triggers the reality they avoided and they gaslit themselves out of. That's what it does. I'm just saying. All right, are we reading today? Damn, inflammation is very, oh no, they're inflamed, broke up with this guy, and suddenly he's into witchcraft. Chanel, stop it. Hello, Paul. Hey, Queen. Hey, Takia. I'm strong, all praises to the Most High One. Love this song. Thank you, the One Woman Show. Thank you. Thank you, April. Aw, thank you for the like and subscribe. All right, lies and partial truths. It's still this, okay. So some of you guys are gonna have somebody, and I don't want to dilute this message, because this is the devil. The devil is bringing back somebody is encouraging somebody to come back from the past that the devil knows hasn't changed. That's just a reflection of your why paradigm. While the divine is actively working to bring somebody into your energy as well for some kind of healing or union energy. You're gonna have to use discernment. Some of you guys are gonna do both of this all in August. Have this moment of healing, somebody from the past. Like, it can be like, literally, I'm hearing return of the ex. It's the ex paradigm in whatever form. Some of you guys quit doing like a substance a couple months ago, and all of a sudden you didn't feel like, you're like, oh, I can totally do this, and now the withdrawal is gonna take over. You could have gone through something and been like, usually I have my crutch. I have my substance to help me go through this. And you can be feeling cravings like never before. This is when you push the most, and this is when this elastic is about to break. Keep pushing. Keep praying until something happens. Remember, that push prayer is a big story in our collective. God's about to move that rock. You're stronger than you were before you were pushing it. Okay? The whole story wasn't about the rock and about how strong you needed to get to push it. That was a big part of it. A lot of initiations you went through pushing on that rock, understanding that you were never going to move it and God was, but you needed to be diligent and obedient and push so that you can gain all the strength that the universe and God knew you would gain from the task. But collective 2025 for many of us is going to be the year that God moves that rock. It's a whole new journey and adventure now that you are strong enough for. Because you pushed on that fucking rock. You toiled from sun up and sun down. And I have a message for some of you. Some of you guys have an ancestor and or a guardian angel that wants to give you some validation. I'm going to channel this message as best as I can. I am very proud for how you chose to live your life. I know it wasn't easy choosing what you chose. I know it was hard to be the light in all the dark places you have traveled. But I thank you for not giving up faith in light, in love. And I'm proud for how you chose to navigate the dark seas. The dark seas collective, everything convinced you to reject love, loving yourself, loving others, and you didn't. You didn't. Congratulations, good job. That's spiritual warfare. That's angel gang. People don't really know how brave you have to be as good as you are, as generous, as loving, as supportive as you are. Many people take you for an idiot or think it's a weakness, only to beg for the strength that you have to do what you do and go through life the way you do. People are gonna want the love that you've acquired, collective, but they weren't brave enough to dish it out. Everybody wants it, but the universe says, give it to me and I'll give it back times 10. And that's when everybody starts getting quiet. Now done. Everybody wants things that they're not willing to give. You gave it. It's the story of Job, collective. Prepared for it all to be restored. You didn't choose to sell your soul over some crumbs that somebody took or stole from you. You didn't decide to abandon your love of self for the love of another. Even if you did, it came right back to self. You didn't choose to be the liar, the manipulator, the thief that you experienced. You didn't. That's royalty. That is abundance. And I can't wait to read all about the abundance that comes into you because of it. Angel gang. It's lit over here. It wasn't always lit over here. Who am I kidding? It was always lit over here. You could have submitted to the darkness that was trying to overpower you, that was trying to dominate over you. It wanted you to give up your sovereignty. You fought demonic possession, is what that is. You fought demonic possession. You refused to integrate, because we talk a lot about integration, but we don't talk a lot about what you refused and fought not to integrate with, that was trying to possess you. It wanted your vessel, it wanted your experience, it wanted your free will, and you fought it and said, no, I'm choosing to live a different way. I'm choosing to let another energy live through me. I'm gonna possess myself with my own essence, my own authentic nature. You guys fought demonic possession. There are archon, powerful fucking beings that tried to possess you, take your soul, and you fought it. You don't even know. You don't even know what you were up against. David didn't have nothing on you. Goliath didn't have nothing on the darkness that you faced. Fought that. People don't know what it took for you to still be the decent person you are today, when everything in life tried to turn you into the piece of shits that you fucking dealt with. And just know, all those people who did you like that, just know they were like you, and some people don't make it. Some people don't win the fight. Some people give up. Some people surrender. Some people integrate with the darkness. Some people see the darkness as being the only power in them and beg for it to come inside of them. Which is what you see in all this whole bad bitch culture, badness, bad blah, blah, blah. Enough of these people are being possessed by demons. They are tricking people to allow them to possess them. Enough of these people are taking up these demons because they believe they make them powerful, when the only reason they wanted you was for the power you possess, that you didn't know anything about, that you didn't acknowledge inside of yourself. You saw power in everybody else but yourself, and those demons banked on that. Lord knows. It sure does. It's time. It is for the higher good. You moving on is for the higher good. That's what I believe. You moving on. Ow. Oh. I woke up with a stiff neck. Slept fucked up. It is worth it. Lessons being taught. And trust the universe. Yeah, some of you guys aren't trusting the universe is teaching you a valuable lesson that is going to support your future success. Some of you guys are just completely consumed by the harsh lesson that you're learning right now. You're not transmuting it. You're letting opposition come in your ear and tell you that this is all in vain and this doesn't serve you. So a lot of these really narcissistic people who had these grandeur, narcissistic, false personas of themselves are gonna go into like a severe victimhood mentality. Like severe. It's like somebody went from attacking you to like, and now I'm getting some. Now somebody who attacked you is acting like a victim. Somebody is so manipulative. Oh no, and that person's going to be victimized in the way they victimized you. I don't know. We're going to clear that. Let's go into the tarot a little bit before I wrap up here. Shout out to the 850 Angel Gangers. I don't like that name. Sorry, I take that back. It was sounding a little culty. Shout out to everybody who's joined the live. Please like the video so it circulates to the tribe. And please make yourself at home here through the library. We've worked through a lot of energies throughout the years, and none of these readings are date or zodiac sign specific, even the ones that are, okay? Like titled. There was like 3 years where I did zodiac signs and I'm like, these are timeless messages. Hey, beautiful people. All right. Okay, we've got the Knight of Cups. This could be that person that's trying to take some accountability that you need to be open to, that some of you guys are going to find it hard to be, because it's going to trigger up a level of vulnerability that you didn't think you had. It's going to trigger up emotions you thought you were over. It's going to trigger up wounds you didn't think were there anymore. It's like some of you guys had like a piece of glass in your skin and it was under the surface. Even though the skin over top healed, there was still a piece of glass underneath wounding the skin from underneath. So every time you touched it, it would hurt. It's time to get the piece of glass out. That's what the divine's doing. They're getting it out so that this can properly heal. You did your part, but the universe knows that you need the universe's help to gain healing that you might not even have thought you needed. It's like you didn't allow yourself to acknowledge certain healing, certain wounds, because you didn't have the power to heal it, or didn't think you did. That, okay, we have the Emperor. I see a masculine who's gonna fight custody he's gonna fight for custody for his child because of, and he believes, there's a woman here who's very neglectful, and there's a masculine here who is going to fight for custody of this child. For some of you, this could be your future partner. For some of you, this could be your past partner. I don't know if the neglect is true, but this Emperor is claiming this woman is neglectful of his child, which is why he needs to seek some kind of, he wants custody. Look at, I need to reach out. Who is this? What's this energy of I need to reach out? 3 of Cups in reverse. This is somebody that you were friends with or an acquaintance with, somebody that you spent some time with. The Star. I need to reach out. Somebody can see you on the up and up and feel like they need to reach out to you now before energetically you're too far for them to grasp. Somebody feels like they need to reach out to offer you some kind of healing that they can't give you. It's like, and I don't want to say this message because it's going to confuse the message that says you do need to be open to some kind of healing. So I'm not going to say that message. I'm not going to say it because it's going to put you more on the defense than you already are. Okay, moving on. Five of Pentacles, Justice, the Sun, and the Three of Wands. For those of you, that's why the star is here, because you guys focused on what justice is for you and you started to focus on wish fulfillment. You stopped focusing on what people needed to go through. That would be justice for what they did for you. You started focusing on, well, because of what I've had to go through, justice would be for me to have this and for me to be able to do this and live like this. So there's wish fulfillment coming in that is directly linked to justice. The Sun, the Star, and Justice energy, all three major arcana came out together. That's not a game. You're gonna live differently because of this. You're gonna feel differently. There's a huge purge. You see how she's spilling out those water? That's your purge. Those are your tears. That's your sweat. There's a release, a purge that needs to occur. For some of you, there's ascension symptoms. You're gonna get really sick and you're gonna shit and puke and sweat a lot, and that is the way the universe is purging cancerous chemicals out of your body and out of your system. A lot of emotions and a lot of thoughts corrode the body from the inside out, and you're purging them out. And it could be happening in a condensed way from some kind of sickness, like a flu or a cold or even an injury. Okay? Oh, gastro. I've been so sick with gastro issues. That's Aquarius season, because the bold and brave energy is in those chakras. So there's fear that is being purged out of you at this time, because there's bold action that is going to be required of you. You're going to need to be brave to pursue something, to say yes to something, to be open to something. Two of Wands, there's that connection. You see what I'm saying? These people were telepathically connected before the universe brought them together right on this piece of land. You're going to have some kind of validation that whoever you were connected to, that you were having those visceral telepathic connections. It felt so real. It felt so real because it was, and that's what you're going to experience. You're going to go, holy shit, I was connecting with them. When I had that dream, it was because we were actually connecting. But there's validation for that happening in your 3D reality. Okay, which is going to be great because it's really going to validate your telepathic instincts, which just makes them stronger. Which you need those instincts to progress forward. It's very important. It's part of your superpower kit. Okay. All right. And anything else before I wrap up? Queen of Wands. Yeah, some of you guys, you're confident enough now for something. You work through a lot of insecurities and are confident enough now for something. Somebody also is supporting somebody's cause or somebody's fight. You see how this queen has a knight? She's got a soldier. He or she has somebody who is supporting their efforts, their perspective, their side of the story. Okay? This is somebody who's agreeing with you. Okay, 8 of Cups. Yeah, this is somebody. You might have told somebody to leave you alone. This is somebody else telling that person, leave them alone. Somebody is seconding what you said, which is enforcing. For some of you that are feminine, this could have been a masculine you told to leave you alone and they weren't listening, but they're gonna listen when another man tells them to get the fuck on. They're gonna listen now because this is a beta man. Okay? They ain't gonna fucking blink twice when this motherfucker comes and tells them to leave them alone. But when the Queen of Wands was saying, leave me alone, this motherfucker wasn't getting the point. Maybe they'll get at the point when somebody puts something hot to them, blood clot. Miss, take your ass on. Go away. And then the Queen of Wands is like, I tried to tell them. I tried to tell them to go away and they weren't listening. The Queen of Wands isn't even upset or afraid or nervous. The Queen of Wands is like feeling sorry for this person because the Queen of Wands knows this person might chop up this blood clot fool over here. So shout out the Queen of Wands, shout out the Knight of Swords. Okay, Okay, 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Yeah, somebody wants to come into union with you. For some of you, this is a family member with the 10 of Cups, but they would have to acknowledge you. Stop talking to somebody because you know they lied. Somebody specifically would have to come to you with the truth because there was some kind of lie that they said. There is something, whatever they did, it's not hidden. So somebody has to do something difficult in order to have what they want. They have to release the burden of a lie. They have to take them, can only take themselves out of the cold with the truth. And that's what somebody's juggling. Can I tell the truth or no? Some of you guys are opening a daycare or some kind of non-for-profit, something to do with children here. I see you guys possibly offering support to a child that isn't yours, or some of you, somebody's child is meeting their half sibling. Somebody's child is about to meet a half sibling, maybe for the first time. For some of you, this is a parent who wants to discuss something from your childhood, and then the world. The successful completion, there is liberation that is going to come into you by somebody acknowledging something they did to you. Collective, lots of people could have done this though, but there's one person who's going to acknowledge it, and it releases the burden of resentment you have to everybody who's done the same thing. Somehow this person gives you accountability, and it's almost like accountability for everything. I don't know, that's deep to me, and it keeps coming in. This is the second time I channeled that. And justice again, second time I pulled that. It is beautiful. Justice on top of the 7 of Swords collective. You didn't allow this injustice of the 7 of Swords to make you a piece of shit. Great job. Now the universe is going to reward you with everything this piece of shit is never going to have. It's funny how that works, right? Why do they get it and I don't get it? Alignment, my friend. Alignment. Okay? Anyways, guys, that was the reading. The Aquarius season reading. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe. You guys can sign up for Patreon for additional content. You guys can get frankincense and myrrh and the smudge kits if you're new to smudging at smudgealot.com. And I will keep you guys updated on the retreats. All right, and yeah, until the next time I see you beautiful people, you already know, continue to let all beautiful, powerful, amazing parts of your integrated and in the process of integrating souls live, because the world is a better place with all of you in it. Well, most of you. Anyways, I know the ops are watching and the world is not a better place with them in it. Okay, I refuse to believe it. All right, big ups you. Thank you guys. Love you. Mwah. Bye guys. Yes, like the video. Thank